was a kid, I never knew what I could be. And then he showed me. And now I know.
Welcome. My name is Jason Sampson, and this is Jason Sing. The reason why I created this YouTube channel, of course, was to sing and help people through musical therapy. So this is what I want to do. I really truly believe that I was put on this planet for this, to encourage and inspire many people out of the things that they're going through. And I just want to let you know, there is no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but there is most definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. How do I know? Because I've seen it. And with many of the experiences I'll be talking about, I'm talking from things that I've seen. I'm not talking about things that I heard about. And I know that you will be encouraged. I know that you will feel touched. And I just want you to share my content with someone else that may be going through. And I will not stop until I help as many people as I possibly can. So with that being said, let's dive into the story. It was raining, the road was wet, and my mom, she just got off working graveyard shift. She worked from 11 to 7, and we were on our way to Indianapolis, or a town close to Indianapolis, about 2.5 hours away, to pick up my brother from boarding school. It's been a month since I had seen him, and I was just excited. I was very excited to see him. You know, my mom, she was tired. She was driving on the road, and I mean, I was only about 14. Didn't really, of course, I didn't have a license, didn't have a permit either, so I couldn't really help, but we just prayed that we got there safely. So 2.5 hours later, we got there. You know, I saw my brother, I greeted him, and it was a lot of love. You know, I looked up to him, and since I was young, I've always wanted to be like him. So what we did, we started on our journey. We started on our way home. My brother, he was driving. My mom was in the passenger seat there, and I was in the back. And I just remember not being able to take my eyes off of my brother, the one whom I had so much admiration for. You know, we were just talking about experiences, things that happened while he was away, things that happened at school and different things, and just spending that time together and enjoying each other's company. And my mom, she was dozing off. She was tired there. And I just remember being in the back of the seat, in the back of the car there. My brother had on a seatbelt. My mom had on her seatbelt, of course. And I didn't have on my seatbelt. I remember I was on my phone. And mind you, I was 14 at the time, probably on my phone or something like that. But I just remember being distracted. And out of nowhere, I heard a voice. And the voice told me, put on your seatbelt. So when I heard this, the voice was so soft, I wasn't really afraid. So I just put my seatbelt on. But in the moment, I knew what I was hearing was something powerful, because as I heard this, I was looking at my brother's lips, but I couldn't hear a word that he was saying. And what happened next, with me now having my seatbelt on, we actually were getting ready to run into the back of a semi. And I just remember being surrounded by cars. I mean, this was about midday. We were on the highway. I said we were in the middle lane. It was about 3 lanes, just surrounded by cars. And this is what I remembered before I had my seatbelt on. And I just remember my brother jamming on his brakes. The car swerved from the left all the way to the right, back all the way over to the left, all the way over to the right. only to go off the side of the road, flip 3 times, and stop by hitting a tree. So you would imagine that's a lot of impact. So what happened next, as me, my mom, and my brother were there, upside down, dangling in the car that was completely totaled, the windows completely shattered. As soon as we took off our seatbelts, we just fell to the top of the roof. And everyone asked, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And everybody was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And everyone just crawled out of their respective doors. And the only thing that happened to us, like my mom, her hand was bleeding because of the shattered glass. And I remember us just being in awe, because everything happened so fast. You know, it's just like in the movies. Everything happened so fast, but it literally, when everything was happening, it literally felt like slow motion, you know? And my first thought, like the first thing that I saw as soon as we got out of the car, was that a lot of people were slowing down to see like what happened. And out of all of those cars, out of all those people that slowed down, only I'll say about 1 or 2 cars stopped to see if we were actually okay. And that really opened my eyes to something. You may think a lot of people in this life care about you. You know, they might slow down and see, but they really don't. The people that really care will show you with their actions. They're not just going to tell you. So what happened next, the sheriff, I say he probably got there 10, 15 minutes later, and we were still shaken up, but he asked us questions, and he asked the people that saw what happened, he asked them questions, and he just came back to us and said, "Tune in Wednesday for part 2. I know that you'll gain a tremendous blessing."